That is that one of our parties seems to be vested in our failure in the war on terror in general, in Iraq in particular. And I suspect the American people are going to figure that out, and your presence here today has been very, very helpful in helping them understand the sort of the complications that we have. For instance, we've been talking about contractors under investigation, but you can't debar a contractor when he's under investigation, can you?
That's right, and in fact, what we rely on is a schedule that is provided from the GAO and the OMB that says that this contractor is acceptable for bid, and unless they're on the barred list, then they can be acceptable for a bid. And certainly, in circumstances in which something is sealed, one wouldn't be expected to know that every single investigation that the Justice Department is going through. So
and
yes,
fact,
they were not on the debarment list to answer your
question.
And
an investigation would not put them on the debarment list. Now, ultimate conviction would. We have a process for that, but we are a government of laws, still not of discretion unbridled.
That's correct. As
some would apparently wish to see. Now, I have a question that is really burning, because I've followed the issue closely with the contract security, and I've argued with people here and in my home district about the importance of this. It seems to me that, in fact, both sides of the aisle here in Congress are saying we need to solve this problem diplomatically. And I think it takes more than just diplomacy, but it at least does take diplomacy, and we've had a record of no deaths of diplomats under the protection of Blackwater in particular, but of other contractors. Can you talk a little bit about how important the protection of diplomats has been in the process?
Yes, first I want to repeat that thank God, and I again will knock on wood, we have not lost people, and I think it's a very good contract security that we've been provided. And our people have to be able to get out of the green zone. They have to be able to function in ministries like the Ministry of Finance that's in the red zone. They have to be able to function in PRTs when we're not embedded with the military. They have to be able to get out and work with provincial councils. They have to be able to do all of that work. And without protection, I can't send unarmed diplomats out to do that. The military can't protect us. We don't have enough diplomatic security agents to protect us. So somebody's got to protect us. And that's what the private security firms do. Now, as I said, I know that better oversight of these private security contractors is necessary. I'm the one who ordered the review. And having gotten the review, we are now acting on those elements. But we cannot do our work. And for all of those who think, as the chairman began, that the political task now is absolutely critical if we're going to succeed in Iraq, the political task can't be done without security for our diplomats.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm sort of wondering how, if we armed our diplomats, how many innocent people might be killed by their inaccurate aim.
I think that's not where we would want to go.
I think that you're right, and I support you. And I'd like to yield to Ms. Fox, who had a question.
Madam Secretary, I am very concerned about our relationship with Turkey and about what's happening with the PKK, and they're coming into Turkey and killing Turkish citizens. We've promised additional action, and we've promised that we will stop these incursions into Turkey, and yet the violence has increased. Can you tell us what we're going to be doing to stop this violence and stop the killing of Turkish citizens?
Well,
time has expired, but please answer that question.
Actually, it has not yet expired, Mr. Oh, it has now, and I yield back. I would hope that the gentlelady could respond to the question.
No, certainly, if you asked a question, I think she's entitled to a response. But
we have worked with the Iraqis and the Turks to put together a trilateral committee that tries to deal with these incidents. There will be a delegation of Iraqis in Turkey. We think that this is an opportunity for Iraqis and Turks to work together to try to deal with the PKK. Everybody believes that the PKK is a terrorist organization, so there isn't any difference there. They operate in a very remote part of Kurdistan, so it's very difficult to completely root them out. But we have been saying to the Turkish government that nothing is going to be gained by escalating the situation in an unstable environment. And so Thus far, we've been able to use diplomatic means. We've been able to use promises and work together on intelligence sharing and information to try to deal with the problem.